everybody on the hashtag sing your dialect. Declan, take it away.
Are we ready?
We're
Let's
ready.
Go. Just dropping in. Here we go. Let's kick it. Ready? Rice, rice, baby. Rice, rice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Rice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop, yo? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Rush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less is the best is a felony. Love it or hate it, you better gangway. You better hit the bullseye, the kid don't play. And if there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ resolves it. Rice, rice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Rice, rice, baby.
Standing ovation for Declan Rice there.
Yeah. Hold up, man. I ain't done with my intro. You know my intro is like 1 million hours. So y'all are gonna get 1 million hours on business.
Random. Noun. A roving motion, course without definite direction, lack. Random. Noun. A roving motion, course without definite direction, lack.
What's up, my brother? Listen, just giving you a shout real quick. This the last one, you know what I'm saying? The best for last. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey, brother, hey. Best for last. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey. Hey. Y'all heard that we won. What's going on, brother? Hey. I know you the voice of positivity. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey. Hey.
And if you throw a cat at him, he'll kick the fucker back. He kicks it to the left, he kicks it to the right. And when we win Europa League, we'll sing this song all night. Oh, Kurt Zouma's magic, he wears the magic hat.
Random. Random. Random.
I have looked everywhere. I am forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles, in the air. Word up. That's what I'm doing. I'm blowing bubbles in the air, dog. How you mean? That's how we roll. That's what we do. That's how we go. I love it when I play these intros. It's like you might get like one person watching, 2 person watching, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, And then it just goes down. Like the more time the intro goes on, it goes down from like 12 to 11, 11 to 8, 7 to 4, 4 to 2. I love it. I love it, guys. Because if you can't deal with the intro, then you can't deal with me. You know what I mean? The one, the only, the God Almighty Peach. Word up. So, had a good night tonight, dog. Had a good night tonight, straight up. Had a good night tonight, man. It didn't seem like it was the best day for David Martin, though. And I hate that. Because, like, he'll be at the matches next season cheering on the boys. You know what I mean? And I know he didn't have like a shot in our squad when you look at it because you got Randolph, Ariola, and Fabianski. I get it. But don't be surprised if David Martin goes to like an ex club like Villa or like somewhere where they can hone his skill. Even if he like drops down to the championship, that's still football. You get what I'm saying? That is still football there. So don't be surprised if like you see the man do bits next season. Then he might. I hope he does. I really, really do hope he does. So off the roster is Andrei Yarmolenko. Peace out. Brian Fredericks. Peace out. He's going to Wally World. Who else? Doc Noble. Don't know. Bless. And then who's the fourth one, Doc? It's Andrei Yarmolenko, Brian Fredericks. Oh, and Dave Martin. That's it, isn't it? Those are the four. So far. So far, those are the four. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a very interesting season. Like you heard what happened at Sparta Prague. Like, that was weird, man. Like, Danny Kaczynski, or Danny K, as they like to say, is like a West Ham employee now. Well, he owns 20% of the freaking company, didn't he? But it's funny, man. They sold their best player to Bayern Leverkusen when they could have sold him to us. And Danny K had all the say in that. It's gonna be interesting. He's like, did he just buy that 27% to like flip it, get some money, and then piss off? It's happened to us before that. So I'm not saying it won't happen to us again, especially with the owners we have. They couldn't give two shits. Like Danny K might piss off in 2023, and the owners will piss off in 2023. Wouldn't surprise me. Real things, but yo, it is what it is, as they like to say. It is what it is. Yeah, messed up, man. But it's weird. Like we've been in these situations before when we didn't have European football, and you know, people behind the scenes just take the piss, absolute piss. You get me? They take the piss there, and it's like, why are you taking the piss? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, we got European football now where we can attract people to come to our club. That's a different show. That's like the pre-recorded shows I'm talking about. Yo, that's on one of them still. But we can attract players still, you know. And I don't know, man. Like, we got to shell out money this season, man. I'm hearing Tottenham supporters saying that, like, yeah, Conte has like 150 million quid like chest, and what they call it, or chest or whatever chest. Basically, has 150 million quid to play with. But then it could be up to like 400 million. I'm being told. Yeah. If the man them there, because you know who the boy them are, they're not our fans. But it's like if the man them there put like two hands in their pockets, Tottenham's gonna run things next season back. And then you got Villa, who are like, they're ambitious. Then you got Newcastle, and they're ambitious. And then you already got the likes of Man City and Liverpool. Like, yo, I think the manager that's going to Manchester United's gonna fail big time because it's beyond the manager, it's the club, and the club is shit. And what's being run behind the scenes is shit. Real talk, man. Like, oh, it brings me to these things, Doc. It brings me to these things, Doc, because this is like the perfect tune for everything that's going on right now, man. And it's at the Lewisham Tavern, so if you ain't been there, go there. If you can't go there, get there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yo, that boy with the cheese cutter there. Yo, he's talking to our managers, dog. Straight up. Liars. Liars. Like, yo, I can't wait to see the back of them. But then if we get some people to come in and they're worse than, well, nobody could be worse than them, real talk. Nobody could. No way. No way. You can't get people coming in being worse than that. Not a chance. Can't see it happening. Real talk. I can't, man. But we'll see. It wouldn't surprise me. But we're going in the upright direction. Like, David Moyes stalled on his contract for like a month or something, wasn't it? Because he wanted everything, all his ducks in order. So, yo, he has to have some say. It's then Stuart Pearce leaving. What's that about? Like, yo, he was the metal. He was the bottle behind like what we done did, man. Like, if Mark Noble doesn't replace him, I'll be vexed because Mark Noble could do a job in that position, man. Straight up. I know. Stuart Pearce might dealt with the defenders. I get that, but it's like Mark Noble understands West Ham through and throughout, from defense to like up front, in throughout the middle, Like, where's Masuaku going? Is he staying? Are we upgrading? Like, I don't know, Doc. But I'd love to see Noble in that role, man. Naveen, Noble, Pierce is gone now. So Naveen, Noble, Nolan, and who's the one I'm forgetting? Well, Pierce. Yeah, so that would be like, no, Naveen, Noble, if he comes in, Naveen, Noble, Nolan, and who's the other boy? He's a big shotter too, and I'm forgetting him. Because you had Irvine, you had Naveen, you had Pierce, you had Nolan, and then there's somebody else I'm forgetting about. Who am I forgetting? It was Naveen, set piece play master. I'm like working with Darren Southgate and thing. Then Nolan, like striker coach, basically. Then you had the boy there, Pierce, working on the defense. And there's somebody else in there who I'm forgetting, because I think there's 4 of them. I know Irvine was there, but I don't think he's there no more. Who am I forgetting, Doc? I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know. This is like, listen, I go on at random times. If I was smart, I'd go on at like, perfect times. Like, I didn't check like the YouTube studio, like audience shit, like when you got the most people watching and this, that. And this is total opposite of when the most people are watching are. So I ain't surprised nobody ain't watching that. Real time. But like, I just wasn't feeling it today, man. Like, I was just doing 2 things. Took this girl out for a nice dinner. It was lovely. You know what I mean? But like, when I got home. Like even Lawrence Watkins got a hold of me, dog, because he wanted to jump on and talk 2 things, but it's like that was at like 7 o'clock. One boy's probably already done grilled 2 things, and like, yo, he's gone to Betty Buys. You know what I mean? And everybody in the UK, where like 90% of my audience is, they've gone to Betty Buys because it's like 6 in the morning and it's a Saturday, so they're gonna have a lion. You know what I mean? They're gonna have a lion, big up black lion. Trust me, my G, my G. I found the dopest chicken wings tonight, bro. One, I had some good Greek food tonight, like Saganaki when they bun up the cheese and like Slovaki chicken things, dope. And then we got more hungry, dog. And I just went out to get the chicken shawarma. So I'm gonna eat that in 2 seconds. But I just wanted to come drop 2 things, not keep it long, because like it's late. But just so y'all know, I'm still in the place, man. Still up in the dunya. And we're gonna be doing like pre-recorded shows from like, yo, we're gonna be doing some pre-recorded shows, intro to like show to like getting random with it to like we'll have guests on it, all them things. It's coming up. It's coming up, dog. It's coming up. It's coming up, dog. Like be prepared for WeStHaM RaNdoM pre-recorded things, dog. Be prepared for them things. Them things are gonna be fire. I ain't even playing with you, man. I am not even playing with you. We're taking it to a next level. Like, I do this shit for fun. You get what I'm saying? But like, yo, there's a time when you got to turn fun into like doing it to like do it. You get what I mean? And I still have fun with it. I'll never not have fun with it. I love WeStHaM United. I love interacting with all you beautiful people like in the chat and that. Like, yo, y'all know what makes this YouTube WeStHaM RaNdoM thing go around. But yo, we're gonna how can I say it? We're gonna perfect it just like a bit more. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're gonna George Lucas and Steven Spielberg shit out of it. Trust me. And we got people in position to do so. I'm in position to do so also. Yo, we got like the best guests in the world because like yo, they're all like WeStHaM through and through, and they're just good people. Like I won't muck around with like no phony people, no fake people, no none of them people. You get what I mean? So no, it's gonna be fire, dog. It's gonna be fire, absolute fire, man. And I've been watching a lot of Hammer Chat recently, man. I always have done. I always will do. And yeah, Guy just made a few good points like recently, man. But he always does. He always does. He has a laugh with it, and apparently he's doing some like Borat thing. Wicked. Yes, yes. Like I can't even do the Borat thing like he can. Like he aced that. Like 2 aces in my pocket. Like aced them things. Like, but yeah, this is just like a laid back. Cause you know I done bun 2 spliffs and like yo, had a couple of these things still, you know. So I'm just chilling. I gotta swarm at home. I'm gonna murder. I am going to murder that when I get home, guys. Straight up, murder it. But yeah, big up guys. Big up Atlas 32. Big up Fat Boy. Big up Bugsy, of course. That's my G. Kieran. Yo, pick up all the man still, man. James from the Anvil. From the Anvil. And Duke, my G. Gatey, he had a good show today. Gatey had a really good show today. It was informative, interactive. It was there was good things. And DJ Recipe, he always like puts it down like a gauntlet. Like straight up. Puts it down like a gauntlet. That boy is special, man. That boy is very special, man. Trust me. But yeah, I'm just chilling. Came home. Just thought I'd come on, talk some shit. UFOs. Let's talk. Oh, Wally World. Pick up Wally World. And Lawrence Watkins. Don't know. And Lucas. How you mean? Everybody treated him like a king when he went to London, and he deserved that. He deserved that. He's a certified legit G. Like nobody can tell me different, guys. Real talk. Nobody can tell me a Dickie Bird different, guys. You know, so don't know what Dickie Bird means. Dickie Bird is word. You get me? Trust me. But yeah, man, it was good to see him have such a good time in London. Like I can't like deny I was jealous as FUC to the K. But everybody will get their time. You know what I mean? Like Wally World will get to roll through them places, dog. Like Lawrence Watkins will get to roll through them places. Lee, big up Lee. He'll get to roll through them places, dog. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, man. Everybody will have their time, but it's just such a beautiful thing that our supporters are like so just like arms out and welcome, dog. Like we do treat everybody like family. You know what I mean? It's like you don't get that at a lot of other clubs, dog. You don't get that. I don't care what nobody says. You don't get that. And we got that. And we have to big ourselves up for that, man. Like you really have to big up ourselves as supporters because we're a beautiful bunch. There's no other supporters in the world like us. Real talk. No matter what sport you follow basketball, there ain't no supporters like us. You follow the Canadian Football League, which is like NFL kind of thing in Canada. There ain't no supporters there like us, dog. You follow the Olympics. There ain't no supporters like that's more a country thing. I get it, but it's like baseball. Ain't like yo, some baseball squads have like they got some wicked supporters and things still, but it's like we have a love about us. We have a family aspect about us, dog. I hope that ain't Jake, man. Jake, not Jake from our Summon Official. Jake is in the boy band. You know what I'm saying? Because holding two things. But it's like our supporters are so they're such beautiful people. Like you cannot get better than a West Ham United supporter because if you were born into the club or the club picked you, you're here for a reason. You hear what I'm saying? You bleed that claret and blue. Like you own it. And you get a feeling like beyond the football club, it's almost like a religion. It's weird. It's almost like a religion. It's like I'm not trying to scare people off saying that like West Ham is like a religion, but it almost is. It's like some mafia things. Like you're in it to the end. Like once you're in it, you can't leave. It's not that you want to leave. You don't want to leave. You never want to leave. Like, and that's the wicked thing about it. It's like not like because you could be in like some mafia circles where like you're like, oh shit, I got to get out of Dodge because like things are turning like tipsy turvy or whatever. It's not like that. Like we'll support our club from the Premier League to the Conference League and everything in between, no matter what. And we'll always have a sellout crowd. We'll always, no matter if we were in the Conference League, we'd still be selling out the London Stadium. Real talk, we would. You done seen what happened when we went down to the championship? Like we were still selling out Bowling Ground every week, every blood fire week. Sorry if it sounds like I'm slurring a bit. I had some dental work done today, so like my mouth is still frozen up here, dog. I got what? I got two front teeth. Look, two front teeth. You get me? All I want for Christmas is two front teeth. But the man had to like, put extra freezing in them things, dog. Because when I got into my accident, like my front, like top front of my teeth are like door flaps. They had to like wire them all together, and the wire's still in there, dog. So it's like some are nervy, some aren't as nervy. but I don't know what one is and what one isn't. Like, so like I just got to tell them like triple freeze my shit, and it lasts for like 3 days. Like triple freeze is real, the triple freeze. Like I won't feel like the top of my mouth from like now till Monday. Real things, man. Anyways, enough about me. It's not about me. It's about WeStHaM United. And yeah, there's mad people we're being linked to still. And there's mad people that are being linked to leaving. And it worries me in a sense because, okay, I know we had this like a slim shady type squad, like skinny mini type things, yeah? And it's like, I know it's like a 23-man squad, but it's like we already lost 4 players. So that's like what, 23, 22, 21, 20, well, probably 19, isn't it? Because the 23rd player, 22nd player, 21st player, and 20th player. No, that's 20, isn't it? Well, 23 to -4 is 19. So, but anyways, you hear what I'm saying? It's like digressing. So if we get rid of like 2 more players, that's 6 players now. So that's like 6 players that we need to purchase. Unless Moyes has a trick up his sleeve with the youngsters, with the Arco Flexes, with the Chesters, with the boy there, Ashby, with Longello, Baptiste, Alisi. Like if he has something in his back pocket that is going to balance it all out. So we have got rid of 6. We'll get another 6, but then we'll have like another 5 as in the under 23s. Then that would make sense. And I know everybody's saying he hasn't played the under 23s and this, that. He did 1 match, I think it was against Zagreb or whatever in the European competition. But like we need at least 8 players, including the youngsters. So that would put it up to like what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever. But we need the youngsters to get involved now. Like your whatchamacallit, Connor Coventry's, man. Like, I don't know why we sent him out on loan, dog. I do not get that. I never have, never will. Might be a method behind this madness. I hope there is. But we need at least 8 players. And I'm talking like 2 strikers. I'm not even mucking about. I'm talking about 2 strikers. I'm talking about your Jesse Lingard. I'm talking about, so the strikers like Jonathan David, let's say Emmanuel Dennis, Jesse Lingard, Ward Prowse. Because if we get rid of Suchek, Howchek, Ichek, if we get rid of Thomas, Mr. Potato Salad, yo, we have Connor Coventry coming in, but we're going to need backup still. I know we got Chester's there just in case. I like that, just in case. Like, just in case. But just in case, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's mad. We need players, man. We need players. And we need to get rid of players because some of the players we have, they don't have this. They don't have that Mark Noble about them. They don't have that David Martin about them. They don't have that Ginger Pele about them. You know what I mean? They just don't. It's like they're just going to like collect a paycheck. And that's not what WeStHaM's about. That WeStHaM's about playing for your football club, WeStHaM United, leaving everything on the pitch, 101,000,000%, everything, blood, sweat, broken noses, head damages, broken ankles, whatever. Like, yo, we leave it all on the pitch. We lose, we leave it all on the pitch. We're happy. But like, we need those players, dog. Like that. See, I don't want to start talking about transfers because that's what like the pre-recorded shows. But it's like there's players out there. See, I already started talking about it, didn't I? Saying like the Jonathan David, Jimmy Lingards, and this and that. I'll slow down. I'll slow my roll. We need those players to come in and understand the club. Somewhat like how Jared Bowen, like I know everybody's like Jared Bowen is on fire, sagging Danny Dyer and all them things there, wicked, yeah. Like Danny Dyer's a good girl. She's a good girl. Trust me. She's not like Essex slag. She might come off cross like that, but she's not. Trust me, she is not, dog. Her father wouldn't let her be, dog. Trust me, her father would not let that go on. And I think the relationship that Jared Bowen has built with Danny Dyer's father, also named Danny Dyer, I think he's kind of let Jared knowing. See, I was trying to say knowing and Bowen at the same time. But I think he's kind of like whispered in Jared Bowen's ear to let him know, man, that West Ham is more than a club. Like, it's not your hall, where you came from, dog. It's like no other club in the world. Like, and I think Danny Dyer's had a word in his ear and kind of told him two things because isn't it funny? After Jared Bowen got with Danny Dyer, Dani Dyer, after he got with her, don't you like see he started playing with a bit more of this? And I think that's Papa Danny Dyer having two things in his ear because Danny Dyer loves West Ham. He lives West Ham. He is West Ham. He breathes West Ham like a lot of us are. And I can see them staying up to like 3, 4, 5 in the morning just talking. And, you know, Mr. Danny Dyer just like letting him know how important the club is to him and the history that we have and what we are capable of. Because Jared Bowen, he has been absolutely immense. And I wasn't the biggest Jared Bowen fan. Honest to goodness, I wasn't. I was not the biggest Jared Bowen fan. Like, I was like, he's all right. Like, you had Budgie from Green Street Elite. Subscribe, like, and share them things, like. But it's like Budgie from Green Street Elite saying, you know, Jared Bowen could be the next Gaza. I was like, not a chance. Not a chance. Like, I think I might have agreed with them at first just to agree, but then I thought about it and I'm like, no, not a chance. And after Jared Bowen's like, after the season he's just had and the ability of what he can do on that right hand side and in the middle, he's blown my mind. Like he has like mind blown things. Like he has potential to be something very, very special. So Budgie from Green Street Elite, he was not wrong. He might be able to lace the boots of Gascoigne, Gaza. He might be, like, because he's only young. You know what I mean? Like, I doubted it when I thought about it, but now reflecting on the season that we've had and the whatchamacallit, the impact that he's had in our starting 11, which is usually the same week in, week out, it's been absolutely phenomenal. Like, it has been unthinkable, really. But Budgie saw this. I didn't see this. And Budgie saw this. Like, he was looking into the future like Marty McFly. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see this. And he saw it. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. He did. I didn't. All respects to Budge, man. Like, I hope he gets on. I hope he gets on to do something with the England setup. Because we play, who do we play? We play Italy, we play Hungary, and we play somebody else. We play Hungary 2 times, we play Italy once, and then we play next country. I forget who it is. Italy, Hungary, and nope, it's not coming to me. Nope, not coming to me at all. But We play 4 matches. I hope he gets involved. I hope he gets involved because I like to see Jared Bowen get involved. I like to see him put his foot down. You know what I'm saying? Make a mark. Do something. Because he can and he will. If he's giving, I'll tell you this right now. And I'm not like Nostradamus or nothing like them things, dog. I don't got like a front door to a portal hole that's gonna go to this universe, that universe, and like predict the future, even when I done been to the future, like not even in the DeLorean, dog, just like in the impossible door, dog. Like I ain't been them ways. But it's like I'm showing you, I want to go them ways still. I don't. But I'll show you, man. Like Jared Bowen, you give him 60 minutes, he's either going to score a goal or get an assist or make things happen. It's like 3-4 touches behind the goal or the assist. Trust me. He is on fire. He really is on fire. I cannot say that he's not. He is. He really is, man. And it's good to see. But it's like those type of players. That's the type of players we need. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, would you prefer championship players on the come up to be at West Ham next season to like kind of because they have that hunger, they want to prove something, and the championship is a more physical league than the Premier League. I don't care what nobody says because they don't like have you. They have your Jack Grealishes, but they don't really tolerate the Jack Grealishes. Like you go down, you go down. Yo, ball still in play, keep going. Like referee don't even look at them things. Like you might get an elbow in the face, like just for jumping up from a header that came in and smack some boy in his chops with your elbow. It's a fucking thing. But you don't like get them things in the championship, like straight up. That's real time. So do we want a championship player who's hungry? Oh, fuck me. Oh, see, I see lights, dog. And I was like, no, it's Jake. But it's not the Jake, like, it was the ambient stuff. But yeah, like, do we want a championship player that comes up and is hungry and wants to prove himself in the Prem? Or do we want that player that's like 40, 50 million quid that plays in like France or that plays in like Brazil that comes over and they're just like looking to get that? They're just looking to get a bit of dosh, be in the West Ham squad, hold up the colors. Yeah, West Ham, blah, 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 yeah, pack the badge, all them things. But they're not like in it to win it. I want players that are in it to win it, to want to prove themselves. Sorry, to prove themselves. I'm telling you, this freezing is still mucking me up, like. But I want players that want to come into the club and prove something. And if that's a championship player jumping up to the Premier League, great. Because I remember me and Kieran had a conversation about like the under 23s or championship players. And Kieran was saying, and I agree with him, Kieran was saying the championship players, they're better off suited for the Premier League than the under 23s. Because the under 23s are like here, like, game wise, and like the championship players are there like game wise because they're playing first team football. They're playing that physical match. They're playing that. They're playing like first team football, and like I still say that you throw one of the under 23s in the deep end, see if you can swim. I still think we can find a few that are jewels that could swim when they're dropped in the deep end. I do believe that. But it'll be interesting because I believe what David Moyes is doing. I like what he's doing. People that want to call for his head after, like, we lost against Brighton. And people were like, oh, no, David Moyes. Nah. Brethren, after the season they had and the amount of players they have in their squad, the amount of minutes that they've had to play this season in Europa, in the Carabao Cup, in FA Cup, like in the league, Are you playing with me? Like, they ran their socks to the ground. Though. They ran their hearts to the ground. So, yeah, Brighton beat us. That's our bogey team. It is for a reason. Because you know what? That Potter, I like to call him Harry Potter, dog. He's a brilliant manager. He's brilliant. And he has sussed us out. Seems like every other manager at Brighton sussed us out too, but he has really sussed us out. Like, for them to win 3-1, that was mad. That was mad. After Antonio gets his first goal, like outside the box, come on, man. After that, I thought it was all guns blazing. Go, 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 go. And then once they scored that first goal, I was like, who was it? It was the boy on the left. He was good, too. He was really good. Boy with the afro. He was really good, dog. Forget his name for the life of me. But, yo, he was dope. And he was involved in like 2 of the goals, maybe even 3 of the goals. I don't know. But like, yeah, I was mad impressed, but I was understanding at the same time from these like first 11 that really have got no rest. They really have got no rest through the whole season. And that's why we need, like, you see what I'm saying? When we're playing somebody, yeah, and we bring on a substitution, it's not a substitution that the other team's going to be like fearful of and scared of. Like, oh, this is a game changer coming on. Like, shit. It's not. We don't have that, and we need that. We need those type of players. You bring off the bench, and the team's like, oh, shit, now they're going to play like different way, a style, different tactics. Formation's going to be mixed up, tricked up a bit. Like, and this player can like change things on the drop of a dime. We need those players that can change it on the drop of a dime, no matter if they're center halves, no matter if they're center forwards, no matter if they're halfbacks. We need those players who put fear into the other team when they come on. Not just like, oh, he's coming on. That's just like a like for like. Like, we need those players coming on that is like, they're not for a like for like. They're like, oh, shit. Like, this boy can like do 2 things different than the boy that WeStHaM just took off. Trust me. It's going to be interesting next season, man. This is going to be the, and I know we always say this. We always say this. This game is going to be the biggest game. That match is going to be the biggest match of the season. This match is going to be the biggest match of the season. I get it. This transfer window is going to be the biggest transfer window of ever. This transfer window is going to be the biggest transfer window of ever. I get it. We always do that. But we're right. We are right, because transfer windows like the past like 2-3 years, they have been the biggest, and we ain't done nothing. And there has to be a method of David Moyes' madness. There has to be. Rob Newman was brought in. I know he was brought in like a minute before the January transfer window, so he couldn't really get 2 things down and going and cooking. He's been here now. Rob Newman, you need to step up to the plate, my G. You need to step up to the plate, because this is what you're getting paid for. This is why we brought you here. You have all these connects in like South America and everything like that. Yo, bring these players in, dog. I don't want your 30, 40, 50 million quid players, dog. I want your 5, 10 to 15 million quid players, dog. That's who I want. I want championship players too, dog. Like, I want people that are gonna put on the shirt, hone it, and play to improve themselves, to improve our squad, to listen to David Moyes like he is a Don Dada. You get what I'm saying? Like Don Dada, aka like a teacher. Like listen to David Moyes like he's a messiah. You know what I mean? Messiah. I know that. But it's like they need to listen to him like he's the next coming of Christ. Like, because he knows what to do. We've seen it. When he first came to the club, I wasn't about it. And there was videos going around YouTube saying like, oh, all I do is win. And I'm like, all you do is win? What'd you do with Sunderland? Nothing. What'd you do at Manchester United? Nothing. What'd you do at like Atletico or wherever he was, like overseas? Nothing. And I'm like, so what? Like, what are you dealing with? Like, all you do is win. You ain't won so far, so you know what I mean? Like, but apparently looking back on it, his Manchester United statistics weren't that bad. But like when I heard that, I'm like, all you do is win. You're having a Toys R Us Jeffrey Giraffe dog. Or just a Jeffrey Giraffe. You're having a Jeffrey Giraffe dog. Like, but he knows what he's doing. You can see it. Like, one player in particularly, like, listens, breathes, shits, and showers what David Moyes says. And that's Ben Johnson. He listens to his instructions like he is a messiah. And he is the boss. And he is the boss. But like we need more players that like abide by those guidelines. And if we get them through the championship, if we get them through like contacts in Brazil, if we get them through Argentina, like this is one Argentina cat we're after, man. And he plays for the New York Red Bulls, who I'll talk about later in the next episode. But yo, you got players like that. Like if they can abide by what David Moyes' mantra is, run, run, run. If you don't run, 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 you ain't playing, because like that is his mantra, isn't it? Run, 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 run. If you don't run, 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 you ain't playing. Fitness is like key aspect. Diet, key aspect. Just showing up on time, having a bit of punctuality, key aspect. It's like if you can abide by those things, take on what he says, and perform that on match day, will be invincible. Doc. I know everybody's saying that we're massive, and we are massive as a team, as a supporters group. We are massive. Like it goes both ways. The team's massive. The fans are massive. You know what I mean? It's more than just the team that's massive. The backroom staff is massive. You know what I mean? The supporters are massive. So if we can get players in that understand and abide by what David Moyes wants to do, we will be invincible. Fuck massive. We will be invincible. Like, honestly, I'm not even playing, man. I'm not even playing with you, man. It's a work in progress. I believe that it is a work in progress, but it's a work that is progressing, if you get what I mean. Like 2 seasons in a row, Europe, yes, please. Like 7th spot. We would have bit anybody's like arm, ear, and like pinky toe off if like we could have had 7th spot at the beginning of the season. And we got it. Isn't it funny how like a year ago we were like what, 2-3 points away from Champions League? Yo, we might not have been Champions League this season, but we were like 2-3 points away from, or 1 point away from. I think it was 2, wasn't it? But we and Crystal Palace did us a favor, though. They did us a favor. I'm like, how can you go into the dressing room at halftime, know the result? Well, not the result, but like know what the score is, and not just like put everything you have ever had in your bones and body, in your mind and soul, to secure those 3 points. Like we secure those 3 points, we're in Europa next season. But everything happens for a reason. So, but we're still in Europe. We're still in Europe. We're 7th spot. Well, 6th spot last season. Season before, what was it? 13th, like 14th, and that's just because like, yo, we were playing like a 17, like 16 spot team, like them times, but we got 13th, just like I don't know, after the last match we played or some shit, the 2 last matches we played, like it didn't reflect our season. Our reflection of that season was like just above relegation. That was just above relegation, dog. You got 20, you got 19, you got 18. We played like a 17 or 16 spot club the whole season, dog. And then, like, because of favorable results, we ended up like, I think it was 13th. And that didn't reflect our season. We were like, we were shit. We were shit there. And it's like, since Moyes has come in and taken the reins, Manuel Pellegrini could have some of that and some of that and some of that. Like, that was the worst decision ever. And then you got Karen Brady and stupid two spivs, dildo brothers, saying like, "Oh well, we bought Prep Pellegrini in because you supporters wanted it. We didn't want it. We didn't want it at all. We didn't want it at all." They were throwing names around like Mancini. They were throwing names around like that boy there. He went to Everton, didn't he? What's his name, Doc? The Italian boy, man. The Italian boy. What's it? Carlo Ancelotti. Apparently we were in for him. Like, yeah, we got Pellegrini. Pellegrini was on holiday when he came to us, Doc. That was a holiday for him. That was a holiday. It's like he got tickets to a holiday. We're like the whatchamacallit, not resort people, but plane people, but like people that book the holidays. Whoever the people are that book the holidays, you know what I'm talking about. Them, travel agencies. He got the travel agency to book him a holiday to East London and get paid to go on holiday to East London. Like. And then he got money thrown at him like he was a stripper, like sliding down the pole, throwing it at this man, that man, that man, this man. And now the man them he brought in were shit. The only bum one was Fornals. And I wasn't a Fornals fan when he first came in. Like, I knew his ability because I seen him in the under 20 World Cup, and I was like, yo, this boy's wicked on the left. But like Moyes has transformed him to being like a number 8 role. Like, and I'm not just saying that because that's his number. Like, he's playing like a number 8 role. No, his number isn't 8, is it? It's 18, I think. But it's like he's playing the number 8 role. Like, and he's getting back. He's going forward. He's seeing passes. He's seeing goals. Like, Fornals, he's done it for me. Bowen, he's done it for me. Mikel Antonio, he's done it for me. And all these people saying, oh, he's not a striker. Yo, y'all could have some of that. Because you know what? I said from time, Mikel Antonio would be the perfect striker. He's thick. He's fast. He bullies you off the ball. The only problem is he doesn't know where the back of the goal is, which is a striker's most important like thing to hold. And he don't know where the back of the goal is, like compared to other strikers in the league, like Luis Suarez. Even though I hate him so much, he needs to go to the dentist, dog. Like, why is my like upper lip freezing? So I went to the dentist. He needs to go to the dentist, dog. Because all he does is just bite. But it's like, yo, man, Antonio has like skills in his game that Suarez don't. Like Aguero, who I think is brilliant. If you put like Aguero's shooting boots on Antonio, Antonio would be the best striker in the world. In world football. Honest to goodness. You couldn't mess around with Antonio back. Antonio. And I love his attitude. I think he's a good man. Besides like dressing up like Frosty, whatchamacallit? Frosty the Snowman in his Lamborghini and like, I don't know, going into like some houses like fence and like mucking up his Lamborghini. That's hard for him. We'll just buy another one on the drop, like. But like, and it was a yellow one too. I like the color of that stuff. But it's like, I'm showing you, man. Antonio if he can get his shooting boots on, I don't care if people say, oh, he's old. No. He goes out on the left too much or the right too much. Maybe that's what David Moyes asks. So you can get your false number nines up in the mix. So he's playing a perfect striker role because he's not just being that man in the middle. He's going to the left. He's going to the right. He's letting other players get involved. Like, I agree. We do need that middleman because everybody's like wingers converted into strikers. I get it. We do need that middleman. But that middleman could be Jonathan David. Like, I ain't even playing with you. And it might even be the Emmanuel Dennis. Like, I ain't even playing with you. Like, we do need that. It might even be Rashford. And I'm not a big Rashford fan. But, like, yo, Moyes got the best out of Lingard. Imagine if, like, Lingard is playing with Rashford. They already know each other's game. Rice is playing with Lingard. They already know each other's game. Like, oh, it could be. And then Memphis Depay, we're after him. I don't know. But, like, Moyes is like the resurrector of careers. Like, he resurrects your career, though. Like, you're on the real, he will balance you out and then take you on the up and up. Straight up, man. That's word. That's 100 right there, man. That's 100 right there, man. And then some of these defenders I'm seeing that can come in, yo, that sucks though, doesn't it? Like, tomorrow, no football. I know there's football. It's like the Champions League final and thing, but it ain't West Ham United, so I could give two shits. But it'll be a good match still. It'll be an all right match. I mean, who is it? Real Madrid against Liverpool? Something like that. I think that'll be dope. But I'm looking forward to the Sunday match, like, differently. I'm looking more forward to the Sunday match than tomorrow's match. Huddersfield against Nottingham Forest. I'm looking forward to that more than the Champions League final, dog. I ain't even playing with you. I'm not even joking, man. Like, I'd love to see Nottingham Forest come up, but then Emmanuel Dennis's price is going to go from here to here. Huddersfield get up, then we might be able to pip Emmanuel Dennis like cheaper. But listen, if I'd love to see Forrest come up just because the whole Brian Clough thing and Antonio was like paired with him back in the day. I'd love, like, he was with what? Nottingham Forest and Wrexham, wasn't it? But it's like, yo, I'd love to see Nottingham Forest come up back. I would. And if Emmanuel Dennis's price goes up, this ain't David Gold and David Sullivan, two midgets, dog. And I'm going to call you a midget because I'm like midget size too, dog. Well, not midget size, but 5 foot nothing. It's like I'm Happy Hammerette size, dog, straight up. I think I'm a bit taller than Happy Hammerette, but I think we're probably the same size, real talk. Unless she wear heels, then she'd be taller than me, dog. I ain't even playing with you. But it's like, yo, Gold and Sully need to put their hands in their pockets. I do hope that Nottingham Forest get up. I really do. I really do. And if we have to pay that extra bit more for Emmanuel Dennis, then so let it be, dog. So let it be, and let's do it. And I hope he scores like a brace or a hat trick just to show his worth. You know what I mean? And let's get the boy in, dog. Let's get the boy in. Like, why are we like fart arsing around, dog? Like, does my noggin in, my nut in, my cranium in. It's not the same when we don't win. Trust me. But yo, I don't know. I'm looking more forward to the Sunday match, the playoff final, because that's more in my blood and all of yours. Like, playoff final matches more in our blood than like European Champions League final things, dog. Like, one of my favorite European Champions League finals was when Liverpool played AC Milan. I was in England and I was in Surrey. And me and my Uncle Derek, rest in peace, Uncle Derek, he was the best. He was the absolute best, dog. Uncle Derek was like, yo, he was the best, man. He was the best. There ain't another person like him, man. And I remember we went down to the local. They lived in Surrey in a place called Stoneleigh. And we went down to, I think it's called like Stoneleigh Arms, some shit like that. And we went down, we watched the Champions League final. And what I appreciated was the fact that, like, in Canada, you have like ice hockey teams, as James from Yanville done knows. And it's like you might get, like, let's say you support Toronto Maple Leafs. They don't make it, but let's say Edmonton Oilers get into the Stanley Cup final and they're against like the New York Rangers. We're all gonna be like supporting the Edmonton Oilers, but not all of us, only some of us, because some of us, they're like, oh, well, that's not my team. So I'm going to support New York Rangers because they beat this team to get to there and that to get to there. And I know that still goes on in England with the football and that. But what I appreciated about the Champions League final was that, like, Derek, he was like, what was he? He was, I think he supported Crawley. And like, and then Premier League, I think it was Millwall, but like, which is weird because West Ham, Millwall, I know. But like, it didn't matter. He was backing the English team to beat the Italian team because they were English. And you had more so people doing that, which I loved. And I love that, man. You get behind like your people. You know what I mean? You get behind your people and you hope that they win, not like you hope AC Milan win because you're Liverpool. You're no, it was Liverpool against AC Milan, but it's like you don't like support AC Milan because they knocked out Chelsea, who are your club, and you're like because they knocked Chelsea out. Now I'm gonna support AC Milan in the final. No, Bridget, you get behind your country, you get behind your blood. You know what I mean? Like he was like he was singing like, yo, go on you Reds, and like all them things there, like go on you Reds, da, 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 da. And that's when Jabril Cisse was playing for them, and he scored a penalty, and I was telling them about Jabril Cisse, and I remember when he stepped up for the penalty, and Uncle Derek was like, you better be right about this guy. I was like, I am, don't worry about it, I am, and he scored the penalty, which was wicked. But it's like that was a wicked Champions League match because I remember being on the tube, and I told this story before, so sorry if you've heard it, you're hearing it again. I remember being on the tube going into London from Stoneleigh, and I remember hearing these ladies saying like, "Oh, my husband was watching the match, and then he just like pissed off, went to the pub, and it went to sleep, went to the pub, whatever, smoked a Zuby or whatever. Didn't want to know nothing about it because AC Milan were 3-0 up at halftime. But Liverpool came back to draw the match up 3-3, and then they beat them on penalties now. That was an epic Champions League final, man. That was like, you gotta get better than that, dog. And tomorrow I'm gonna be supporting Liverpool again because they're the English team, man. Straight up, go on your Reds, real things. King, fucking what's his name? King Kenny things, dog. Rafa Benitez things, dog. Are you mean, dog? Like, who's the one that is there? That Kenny Dalglish, that Rafa Benitez, and then Phil Thompson. He was always in the mix. Phil Thompson, loudmouth, flipping out. But there was somebody else managing them. I forget who it was. But he was a good manager too, man. He was a good manager too. So Liverpool can't do the quadruple no more because Man City won the league. So what? Liverpool won the League Cup, the FA Cup, and then they could do the triple, I guess, if they beat Real Madrid. Right up. Yes, sir. All right, man. I guess that's it for me because I was just talking a bunch of shit, man. Straight. Let me see if I got any comments. Oh shit, I got comments. I didn't even think anybody was watching, dog. I apologize, man. Hold up. Yes. Afternoon, Peach. It's like 2 in the morning here, dog. Hey, Peach, how are you, mate? I'm good, Gaza. Gaza, I hope you're well. Gaza, I hope you're well. Shandor. Oh my days. My cousin, West Ham through and through, dog. His mother grew up with my mother in East London, and then they moved over here. Ended up in like the same apartment. just weird. And like, yeah, man, they've been friends like from then till now to forever. And yeah, Shandor, man, he's my cousin, dog. That's like not blood related, but blood related. You get what I'm saying? Like, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Yeah, big up him and Melissa, man. He has a beautiful wife named Melissa, and I hope she's good. He has two beautiful children. Honestly, I gotta meet them, man. They need to meet Uncle Peach. Dog. They ain't even met Uncle Peach yet because of this stupid like coronavirus and stupidness. Dog. But yeah, Sandor is my man. He is a G, straight up, man. Oh, I'm so glad you're watching. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Big up yourself. Yeah, it's a big window, Peach. It is. Yeah, it's Richie Rich. Richie Rich is in the place to be. If y'all don't know who Richie Rich is, watch WeStHaM Unofficial, guy. Young J, AK to the E. And like these times, like on the video, when I was like, oh no, like it's the Jake. I meant like the old Bill. You get what I'm saying? That's what we call them over here. Like, oh yo, that's the Jake. That's the Jake. Or boy them. That's the boy them. So yeah, I wasn't talking about Jake when I was saying those things. But big up Richie Rich, man. What a man. He's a legend. He's a legend, man. Trust me, man. Big things, man. Gaza, yes. Richard, yes. No football this hard. I know, dog. Be glad when we can get a couple early signings. I agree. 100%. We have to start getting our youth system going. I agree with that. What's the point of bringing in Aquaflex if you don't get a game? I agree with that. And you heard mad people saying like, oh, well, Aquaflex, I want to see him start in the Europa League. But he couldn't because he wasn't registered in the Europa League in time for him to play in any Europa League matches. And you know how vexed I got when like every time people are calling for the lineups and they're like, oh, I want to see Aquaflex. I'm like, you're not going to see Aquaflex. He's not registered in the tournament. Like, but we didn't even get to see him like in Premier League matches, which I would have loved. Because he has skills to pay the bills, that boy. And you're right. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you're right, man. You're right. 100% right. All right, let's see. We are massive. Don't know. Peach is it is a working progress, yes. Because these players whoever he brings in have basically got to hit the ground running. They do. Listen, I was big on Vlasic. The record he had, whatever club he was playing for before, I was a big ambassador of Vlasic. But Vlasic has not hit the ground running. He's hit the ground crawling, like not even walking. Now you can see there's a footballer in him. And I know there is. Like you can like when he goes at people, he keeps his head up. He's looking around, you know, he has all the bits. But he's not doing what he did like the last club he was at. I don't know, it was like 44 matches and like 20-something goals, like 30-something goals. Like he was killing it. And the Premier League is not for every player. It's a different kettle of fish. Like Haller's a good player. Yes, Kieran, I hear you. He's a good player. But he could not hack it in the Premier League. The Premier League is a total different like kettle of fish, man. Totally different. Totally different. When you get like, let's say 2 seconds, you get 2 seconds of space in another league. You get like 0.5 seconds of space in the Premier League. And people can't deal with it. Like Premier League players, it's like when I freestyle, if I'm saying like, welcome you home, I'm already thinking about rhyming that with dome or like silicone. You get what I'm saying? You need to be thinking like 2-3 steps ahead. And Vlasic isn't there yet, man. He isn't there yet. He has it in him. And he could do a Bowen next season. I wouldn't doubt it. I'd hold on to him because I think he could do a Bowen next season. But he ain't hit the ground running, like what you said, Gaza. And we need players to coming in to hit the ground running, man. They have to. They have to, man. It's all about bringing in the right players. We can't bring in a player like Crawl, and 100%. We need a proper striker, Pete. We can't bring in a striker to play second fiddle to Antonio. No. And we need a striker different than Antonio. We don't need two of the same. We need two in the game. Like, we need somebody that can, like, who was it? Who was it? It was Niall and Quinn, wasn't it? Like, for Southampton, I think it was. Like, that one big boy, and then, like, the other boy wasn't that tall at all. But, like, they played off one another brilliant. It's like you need, like, a Lanzini type player that can score. You know what I mean? You need a Lanzini type player that's very gifted at getting goals. That's what we need. And he could play off Antonio. And you could put the Lanzini type player up front, rest Antonio on the bench for a different, like, way of coming at other teams. And then you could put Antonio on. People already know what they're going to expect. And, like everybody said, he's the most murderous man to play against because he's so difficult. He's a tank. He's an absolute tank, though. 100%. Gaza, yeah, same here, Peach. I'm more excited watching the Forest game more than the Champions League. Come on, yes, come on, you Forest. I'm about that, dog. Yes, Thailand Paul. If none of y'all know, check this out, please. I mean this. He had a wicked stream the other day, man. He went and got this burger. I think it was like a double burger, dog. It looked dope. It looked, and he had like crinkly chips. Like, remember those crinkly, wrinkly chips? Like, he had them things, dog. But yeah, Gaza. No, not Gaza. Thailand Paul. If you just go on YouTube, put in Thailand Paul. I think it's like Thailand Paul, like food travels or travel foods, or just go on YouTube, Thailand Paul. And the boy there, he brings it to you like unbelievable things, dog. He goes to all the proper, like, restaurant chains. It's like that show. What is it? Rate My Takeaway or whatever with that Danny boy. It's kind of like that, but it's better. I'll say it. I said it. Done. I said it. It's better, dog. Like, Rate My Takeaway with that Danny boy. It's good. I like watching him. He's a good youth. He's a good boy. But Thailand Paul, he's just one of us, dog. He's one of us, and he goes to like different spots in Thailand. It might be burgers, it might be barbecue pork, it might be whatever is clever, dog. And it's top notch job, dog. Top notch things, man. Yes, Paul. Yes, Gaza. Da 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 da. 3 hours in the afternoon. What's he talking about? 3 hours in the afternoon. Yes. Same piece, one piece. Thanks. Just get ready for work. 3 hours. 3 hours in the afternoon. Okay. I don't even know what Thailand Paul does for work, dog. I just know his whatchamacallit, his YouTube channel, which is the bomb. Yes, good Gaza. Yes. Justin Lee. What? My G, Justin Lee, Mr. Manchester United, in the place to be. Squanning, my G. Yeah, big up Kimmy. Big up Kimmy and big up Cody. You get me? Done that. Straight up, man. That's my boy, man. Yo, that's my boy, Justin Lee, man. Jay Lee. You got Jay Lings, and then you got Jay Lee. Straight up. He should do that thing too. How does he do that with the L's, isn't it? It's like that, isn't it? Something like that. Jay Lee. That could be your thing too, because it's still a J and an L. You get what I'm saying? Jay Lee and Jay Lings. Done that. Please give us Jay Lings, dog. I think it's a done deal. I heard it's a done deal. Like Daya, big up Daya. He has a show called The Day's Banter. And he did a show with me the other week, which was a wicked show. One of my favorites. And he gave me a little exclusive saying that, like, Jesse Lings is basically, like, signed up. Like, it's just a matter of, like, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and it's done. So, and I believe what he says. I know some people say, like, they'll say this and it didn't go that way, and they'll say that and it didn't go this way, but I can tell when a man's confident about what he's saying, and he was confident, like rock solid confident. And he mentioned another boy too. Who was it? Tyler Siblings. I think that's his name. Supposed to be fire. And apparently wearing for him too. But it's like this is like behind the scenes, like background drop, like these trees and things. You get me? These trees and things, dog. Background things, like, straight up. But guys, Peach loved that one on Vlad and she hit the ground crawling. Yeah, that was dope, right? Justin Lee, that's guys who just got home from work. Good day, Wicked. I'm glad you had a good day, Jay Lee. Nice one, Justin. Good, thanks. See, I didn't even know y'all were in the building. Straight up. I didn't even like, I thought it was too late for anybody to be in the building, like, so I just was like, and then my cousin Shandor, he was in the building too, like, madness, madness. And then Daza, come on, man. Craziness, man. I ain't even played with you. Tyler and Paul up in the building, like, yo, my people, dog. Like, good people, dog. How do you mean? We got Chelsea, we got Manchester United, we got West Ham up in the place, man. Because, like, Shandor don't support West Ham. Like, yo, he supports West Ham through and through. He bleeds Claret and Blue, dog. Dunn, like, gave a West Ham jacket that was, like, a bit too small for him to my father. And my father wears it, like, 90. He wears it, like, 90. He wears it all the time. It's wicked, man. And then Shandor gave me, like, it was like a West Ham hoodie. Like, he has the gears, dog. He has the gears. I ain't even playing with you. Homeboy has the gears, dog. Real talk. Glad to hear you well. You're the best, Peach. Ha 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 ha. Kimmy said, hey, yo, you're the best, dog. Shut it up. Like, how do you mean it? You and Kimmy run two things, dog. Straight up, man. Y'all are wicked. Y'all are wicked. Y'all are my people, man. My favorite couple from the US of A. How you mean? Trust me, straight, man. Which guys are saying cheers, Justin, cheers, guys are drinking or smoking. Cheers to anyone. I'm doing both stuff. You know what I mean? Have to. Cheers to that. 100. Yo, that's how just like a little thing, just because this is what this show is. And it really is this. Like, I don't know how I found this. Honestly, I don't know how I found
Random. Noun. A roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method, chance. Random. Adjective. Having
Oh, that's right. I made that shit. That's how I found it. But it's like, no, the soundtrack of the random thing. I don't know how I came across that, but I found it. And then I got the vocal of like the random thing, which I don't know where I found it, how I found it. But I got the vocal of that, like when he says like random. I got that. And then all I did was put a Slick Rick beat to it, and then a Tribe Called Quest beat to it. Why am I telling YouTube my secrets? They're gonna like do me for copyright now. But like, no, I got like a Slick Rick beat. That's like the first beat in it, like the poop, the poop, and I just sampled that, looped it, and then I got the Tribe Called Quest beat, Excursions or something or other. Sampled that, looped it, and then yeah, just kept it on, man. And then just got one image because I love Pablo Zabaleta. I thought he was our most professional player ever, like aside Mark Noble, because like I thought Mark Noble he's been a different ilk, man. He's been a different ilk, like the professionalism. When any like new player comes into the squad, he has him. You know what I mean? It's like he has him, doc. Like he got him, takes him under their wing, he got him. And the way he treats the team, the squad, the matches, the manager, even the owners for that matter, like he does it with such professionalism. And I thought Pablo Zabaleta came like a close second, man. And so yeah, I just got like a Pablo Zabaleta clip. I got a Pablo Zabaleta clip and just just looped it. Because, yeah, he's Pablo Zabaleta, dog. I can never forget. Like, that's another signing that Pellegrini made right. And when we got him, I was like, what? West Ham have Pablo Zabaleta? Are like, you serious? Like, this man is wicked. Like, he's on a different level, man. And he gave everything to the club, dog. Everything. Another player I think that's given everything to the club is Aaron Cresswell. I've been told to ask Lucas about them things still. And like balls getting like hit to the astronaut things, dog. Not saying nothing else, but I've been told to ask Lucas about them things, dog, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nobody knows what I'm talking about right now, and that's all right. Lucas does. But it's like, nah. If you're rocking them things, yeah, big up. Like mad respect. But I think there's like more of you. I think you went to Leeds for a reason, dog. And I think like I don't know. I can see all like I can see all four of y'all included in like what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. But that's all good. But I can see. Just think about like footballs getting hit in the astronaut's head, and then the bastard Barclays, and then what else, dog? What else do you run, dog? Furpo, and then that VAR guy, Wheater. But anyways, yeah, I've been told certain man the man them are saying it's your boy there from American Hammers TV, but I'm like, if it is, dope. I never want to know. So even when the person that told me this told me it, I was like, shit, I don't want to know. Like, shut up. What are you dealing with? I don't want to know, dog. Like, this is like just my like Father Christmas, dog. Like, I do not want to know. But after thinking about it, you might be. But I still see Becca behind the mix, Addis up in the mix, and Charlito, my G, up in the mix. Still see it. Real talk, man. Okay, hold up. Peach, what's your view on Suchek? Um, not happy. I'm not happy. Apparently, him and David Moyes had a bust up, and yeah, apparently him and David Moyes had a bust up, and I don't know, it didn't end well, I guess. And then they had another bust up. So I don't know. Apparently, the bust up is because Suchek felt undermined from not playing the position that he's best at, which is like holding the defensive. No, which is not holding the defensive line. Like last season, Rice held the defensive line. Suchek, he was able to like be that spring forward type player, and he was always on the back post, like nodding it in, and he was there when you needed him, assisting, scoring in the box, outside the box. So I understand where he's coming from, but I really do hope that he don't get sold, man, because I think he's vital to us. I just think Moyes has been playing him in the wrong position because he's kind of jumped on the Rice train of, yeah, Rice is good. He can do everything. I get that. But look at when he plays for England. Gareth Southgate won't even let him cross like the half line. Like, because Gareth Southgate knows where to play Rice. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think Moyes saw a few things in Rice that kind of led him to believe that he could be that box to box midfielder that we need. But that was Suchek. And Suchek knows this. And I think Suchek's kind of pissed that David Moyes kind of just like swapped their positions. And apparently they've had a bust up. And like now, like they had a row. You know what I mean? And now it's interesting because he's willing to let him go. Hello, love. Now he's willing to let him go. So I don't want to see Suchek gone. I think Suchek is probably one of the most underrated players of West Ham, and it's not his fault because he got played out of position. He was only able to deliver 5 goals rather than 10 this season. It's because the position he was playing in, man. Honestly, that's what I think. Peach, have Canada cancel their game with Iran? I don't know. I'm looking so forward to that. That's weird because, like, I'm England through and through, three lions through and through. Like, even though I was born here, like, I'm England through and through because that's all the blood I got running through my veins, dog. East London things, and it's like I'm three lions through and through, dog. And Canada's never been good enough to ever like get in to the World Cup. Like when it comes to Olympics and thing, I got Great Britain and like I got Canada like on my radar. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like Donovan Bailey and them ways there, they win like the 100-meter dash and thing. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what I mean? You got like Mo Farah and whatever, like doing two things. I'm happy. I'm happy. Trust me. Now, when it comes to like football, like I'm more three lions. Like I don't have and I've never had a Canadian football shirt. Like I got a TFC football shirt that I won at the pub at my local, the Queen's Head, big up Queen's Head. But like I've never, I've never went out and like was like dire to get a Canada shirt. You know what I mean? Because we've never had that in our element, like a football club being able to compete at the highest level. Like when it was the 2018 World Cup, I was the first one going to the shops in Toronto, like trying to find me a Loftus Cheek shirt. And everybody's like, who's Loftus Cheek? Like they had different names on the back, dog. They didn't have Loftus Cheek though, dog. And I was like, I want Loftus Cheek on the back. I wouldn't mind if he came to West Ham straight up. But it's like I've always got like I got the red England shirt, I got like the white England shirt, I got the England shirt from back in the day where it's like reversible. I got the well, my dad he gave it to me, the Admiral England shirt. Um, yo, I got mad England shirts. I don't got one Canadian one, but Canada's making moves, stuff with like Osario and Jonathan David, and it's mad, man. It's mad, and they're playing good football. Like real talk, they're playing good football. So I'll be cheering for both, kind of like how Charlie Boy, big up Charlie Boy. If you don't know who Charlie Boy is, this is like just a little thing on who Charlie Boy is, because Charlie Boy is my G dog, and yo, free Charlie Boy. You get what I'm saying? You done know.
Mama, do 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 do. Oh, Jerry Bowen, do 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 do. Miguel Antonio, Declan Rice, and Pablito. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. I finished the tune. I finished the tune. That's what I've been trying to hit you up to tell you that, bro. I've been. Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know.
We are fucking massive.
So besides Ray Winstone, like declare like backdrop, that's dope, yeah. And that's not no green screen thing. This is like real things. Like look, they go round and round and round and round. But no, besides Ray Winstone, big Hammer legend still supports us like he supports his life, like he loves West Ham through and through, like we all do. Um, yeah, Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy's from New York City. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, that Flatbush things. Has a brother named Frankie Boy, who's one of the illest. Straight up, he knows his hip hop like through and through, man. I sent him a freestyle that Black Thought did. Black Thought is the MC for the Roots, and I sent him a thing with Black Dot rhyming the other day, and he was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "I know." Like it was insane. If y'all go on YouTube, if you're into hip hop and you're not, just listen to what this guy says off the top of his mind. Like, it's insane. Hot 97, Funk Master Flex, Black Dot, freestyle. It's nuts. It's absolutely ridiculously dope, man. And yeah, anyways, Charlie Boy, big up Charlie Boy. Done know. I forget what I was saying. I was saying something. And oh, Charlie Boy said something. I mentioned Charlie Boy. I was bigging up Charlie Boy. What was I talking about, guys? Canada. I was talking about Canada. And then I was talking about England. And then that's it. So in the last World Cup, or it was the Euros, you had England playing Italy. And he was like, I don't know what to do. Like, England's playing Italy. He's like, it's on a Sunday. All my Italian family's going to be over for, like, Sunday dinner, Sunday roast type things. And like, oh, if y'all never had like a Sunday, like Italian dinner, dog, I'm talking like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like settings, dog. Like, man, eat 2 settings, have a nap, have a kip, wake up. Then they go on to the 3rd setting, 4th setting, have another kip, wake up, have the 5th setting, 6th setting. Like, it is mad. It is mad. It's not just like your Yorkshire puddings with your like roasties and like your leg of lamb or your roast beef for that. Yo, these men do it up. Like, it's like meal after meal after meal after meal after meal after meal. But anyways, it was on a Sunday when England were playing Italy, and he's like, I don't know what to do. He's like, and we were joking about you should get like a half England shirt and like half Italian shirt, and like it was mad. But that's like it's gonna be the same as me, dog. Like I'm gonna have to get like the half Canada shirt, half England shirt, dog. Like straight up, man. Like it's nuts, man. It's nuts. But I'm so pleased for them. I'm so happy for them. To answer your question, as I went on a rant right there. Sorry about that, Gaza. But as I went on a rant right there, yes. Have Canada canceled the game with Iran? I do not know. I can find out, but I do not know. I do not know. Yeah, fine. That would be this weekend because it's with the games with like England playing Hungary and Italy and see, England's playing Italy again. Flipping hell. And then there's another team. Who's the other team? If anybody in the comments knows, who's the other team? It's Italy, it's Hungary, and then it's somebody else, dog. And I forget who it is, dog. I forget who it is. And I didn't even know who Canada's playing. See, that's what I'm showing you. That's the vibe I'm on. Like, I'm more 3 Lions than Canada, but like I'd love to see Canada progress in the tournament because I think that they're playing good football. It's silky, it's sweet, it's nice. Like, yo, they won. I think it was against America or somebody else, and like they were playing in Edmonton. Big up James from the Anvil, but they were playing in Edmonton, and then like after homeboy scored the goal, he went and dove in the snow, dog. Like it's like Canadian things, dog. That is Canadian things right there, dog. But no, I know who England's playing, except for the one team. But I have no, I didn't even know Canada were playing Iran, and they're probably playing like 2 or 3 more matches. I'd love to know still if anybody can look that up. Forgot to say, looking fresh as always, Peach, the lad. Don't know how you mean. Got my hair done, cut up back. Yo, teeth undid. Look, yo, trust me, still a bit dutchy because I haven't had a cleaning in like 3, 4 years now because of this COVID shit, dog. So, once I get a cleaning, my pearly white will be pearly white. But I got my 2 front teeth sorted right there, dog. Real talk. They were like crack up still, but got them all sorted out, my G. What? Justin Lee, J. Lee, in the place to be. What? One that, but do the job, ask you, in my opinion, what? Justin Lee, what? One that, but did the job ask of your opinion or your in what IMO? Your what's IMO, dog? In my opinion, but did the job ask of you? In my opinion, I got you. He is such a killer though, Suchek. He is, dog. I'm doubt, yo. See that? Big that up. He is, dog. He is, and that's why I can't believe David Moyes is like saying we'll take in offers for him because I think he's like the most underrated player at West Ham. The amount of running that boy does, the what he gives to our club, like when he's played in the right position. He was not played in the right position this season, and people are like having to go at him saying, "Oh, you didn't get played in the right." Not even you didn't get it played in the right position. They're just like you're not the same as you were the last year. Of course, you're not going to be same as you were the last year because he's not playing in the same flipping position, dog. Like real talk. If you have him like on the front foot, Deckers on like the back foot, yo, probably would have qualified for Europa. I ain't playing with you, man. Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Skipped again. Peach, Benfica would not sell Darwin Nunes unless someone comes up with 100 million. I ain't about that. I'm about like those players for like 5, 10, 15 million quid, dog. And like the hidden gems. You saw Nunes. We played against him, didn't we? He wasn't that good. Like there's players in Brazil, in England, championship, to Premier League, but championship, even second division, dog. That they'll be more hungry than him. He'll be coming here for like a holiday and a paycheck, dog. I don't want those players like that. No, I don't want them, dog. I don't want them. I'd hold on to that. Like it's a business at the end of the day, isn't it? So it's like, yo, you gotta like treat it like a business in the sense that like you could pay 100 million for one man, or you could get what 15, 30, 45. See, you could get like 5, 6 players in for 100 million. I'd rather get 6 players in for 100 million than one flipping player in for 100 million any day of the week, man. I ain't even playing with you, man. No joke, no joke. Sick collection pizza jerseys. I don't know. Those are like those are the shirts there, doc. Those are the shirts there, doc. Yo, trust me, man. Trust me. How you mean? You ever listen to Proof Peach? He goofs around, but he's next level, my dude. Proof. You mean Proof from D12, like with Eminem, or Prof? I don't because you said Prof, but like I know Large Professor from like Main Source and thing. I know Proof from D12, who was like down with M. But Prof, I've never heard of Prof. I'll go check him out though. Still, Plum is in the building. Plum is in the building with some papaya. Plum is in the building. Plum is in the building with some papaya. That's my new name apparently. Plum, papaya, peach, PPP. Like on some Redman things. Like what are you packing? Pistol packing posse. That's like Redman's thing. PPP. But my PPP is like plum, papaya, peach. I don't know. Yes. It was. Oh, word up. Was it? All right. Word up. Content like Suchek Peach, we can't have him going to Spurs. No way. That would be a kick in the teeth, man. That would be a kick in the teeth, man. 100%. About Suchek, players should play hard regardless. Yes, in my opinion. Agreed. I can't argue with that. Say hello to Charlie Boy from Peach next time you hear from him. Yo, big up, guys. You don't know. Like, yo, don't know. I got you, homeboy. Straight up. I hear you on that. Definitely won't be the same results in a different position. 100. You get me, Doug. You get me. I just think Moyes has run Suchek into the ground. He has done and needs a good break to recharge the batteries, like Duracell battery things, like that bunny with like the banging the drum. He needs the bunny that bangs the drum to like do his work for like 2 months, and Suchek can just like chill. I don't know, take a Xanax and just like pass out, like straight up. Probably true, guys. So Peach is Ukraine versus Scotland on Wednesday. Word up, yo, big up Yarmolenko. Big up Yarmolenko, because whenever we play Scotland, don't matter if we were playing. See, Scotland, listen, I got a lot of Scottish friends. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, legend. They're immature, dog, because no matter who England is playing, they'll support that team. That team could be like, and sorry if I'm like touching nerves or cutting nerves. But that team could be Russia, dog. England could play Russia, dog, and all the Scottish people would be supporting Russia, dog. Like real talk. And that's how immature they are, dog, about like football things. As people, they're good people. I love them. But like as football supporters, they're childish, man. They're childish. That's how like I love to see anybody beat them because they wish the same against us. Real talk. Nah, Prophet, a new white guy. I'll check him out, dog. I will check him out, man. Pete, you're still eating Maltesers and peanut butter. Haha, funny, funny. Because he knows I'm allergic to like peanut butter and like nuts and things. So like, yeah, funny, funny. But Maltesers, not so much recently. I don't really got a sweet tooth, you know. Like I go on like phases where like it might be like a curly whirly week or a month or 2 months. It might be like, but it's always the same. It's always the same sweets. Like the three sweets are this. The three sweets are curly whirlies, Maltesers, and what's my? Oh, I used to love peanut butter Reese's, like Reese peanut butter cups, but then I got allergic to them, so I can't eat them. But I've been told because my allergy is like a tree nut allergy, I still might be able to eat peanut butter. So watch out. Peach might be getting some Reese's Pieces buttercups or whatever they're called, peanut butter cups, straight up. But right now, what's my favorite? Like I love Wonder Bar. I don't know if you get that down in England. Wonder Bar is dope. Turkish Delight, I don't mind that. Um, Mars bars are always good. Like you put Mars bars in the fridge, and then you like just cut little slices of them, like boss. You always got to put your chocolate in the fridge, though. I don't care what nobody says. Chocolate in the fridge all day long, dog, all day long, man. Um, Peeps Lingard or Potter Lingard. Because we got David Moyes. Why do we need Potter, dog? Straight up. Oh, Lewis Keane Potter. Lewis Keane Potter. I got what you're saying. Sorry. Lewis Keane Potter or Lingard? Lingard. Yeah, Lingard. Lingard. Oh shit, nut allergy. How bad? That ain't that bad, dog. If I had a shellfish allergy, I'd do myself in. Because I love like crab, lobster, shrimp, prawns, like crayfish, all too much, dog. Like if I had a fish allergy like that, Regin, I wouldn't be able to go on. Like nuts, I never liked nuts. The only thing that I've liked of nuts is like Ferrero Rochers and Reese's peanut butter cups. That's it. And peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's it. But besides that, I don't like nuts, dog. Like real talk. But you're talking like fish, though. That's a different story. Cause like I love cod, I love skate, I love soul, I got a bit of soul. I love haddock, I love halibut, I love rock eel. Rock eel's my favorite when I'm back home. I love jelly eels. I love crayfish. I love lobster. I love mussels, clams, like oysters, all them things, dog. Like I could live off of seafood, straight up. So no, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad, Jay. It ain't that bad, Jay. Especially here in Breading, it's well over 105 every summer. Chill your child. Oh, you got to. Oh, Johnny Ibrox is in the building. Johnny Eyebrow. I thought I saw you today, but it wasn't you. So there's this new Cinnabon, or not Cinnabon, but cinnamon bun place that opened up on Lakeshore, right between. Remember the pharmacy that like I went to with you because I had to pick up prescriptions for my mother. Yo, and my mother, she ended up going to the hospital. Doc. It was mad, and like, yo, those prescriptions were for her for that, but she ended up having to go to the hospital, get like 2 things, and yeah, it was just like she went to the doctor to get like just like I don't know checked out on like what she was dealing with, and it's like yeah, man, she ended up having to go to the hospital. Me and my father like couldn't get to sleep all night. Ended up picking her up at like 5 in the morning, man. It was madness. It was madness, but she's all good now. But yeah, the cinnamon bun place is between the pharmacy that you walked me with when I saw my auntie Glennis, and then second cup. It's like right in between there. And they had like something today where they were selling their cinnamon buns. They had a DJ outside and they were selling the cinnamon buns like $1. But after the promotion, it's like $6 for a cinnamon bun. No, thank you. And like the other cinnamon buns where they got like all these toppings on it, they're like $11, $12. No, thank you. Bridget, I go to Tim Hortons, get one for $2, and they're better than what they have done. Like useless. But I thought I saw you there, but it wasn't you because like I was looking. I was like, Johnny, Johnny, and like no, nobody turned around. So I was like, no, that ain't him. So yeah. Hi, never mind. Hi, never. Yes, big up, never mind. I've seen it. They had, yeah, I don't know. Me and Kimmy grew up in Humboldt. How do you say it? Humboldt? I'm thinking Humboldt County, amazing seafood hotspot here in Norco. Oh, Dungeness crabs. Like, yo, let me ask you, JB, would you like crabs or lobster better? I'm a crab man. I will have crabs over lobster any day of the week because they taste better. They have they have a taste to them. You know what I mean? Like it's not like lobsters are bland, and then you just put like what melted butter on them. Like okay, if you like melted butter and you like shellfish that don't taste like shit, okay, great. But like, yo, Reggie, I'm showing you crabs like stone crabs, like blue crabs, like king crabs, Alaskan crabs. That's my shit, man. You drove by. Okay, wicked, wicked. I hope she's okay. You need anything, just ask. You're a legend. Trust me, legend. Thank you. Honestly, I mean that. Hello, Gaza. Yes, Peach in Ireland. They may have got cheese and onion chocolate bar. It's selling like crazy there. What cheese? No. Cheese and onion chocolate bar? No, you must be talking about crisps, Gretchen, not chocolate bars. No way. Cheese and onion chocolate bar. Ew. Ew. No. Ew. No way. No way. Crab all day, Peach. Don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Crab is in the building. Crab is in the building. Rah, rah, rah.